Hello, everyone. Letice here. Happy Monday, which is a new moon day, as you can tell by the reading. So the first reading that I'm going to be doing is actually Vedic astrology um, reading, essentially because it's new moon in Taurus over there. But if it resonates with you, as I always say, it resonates with you, no matter where you live, climate, or anything of that sort, right? So for this new moon energy, it is new moon in Taurus for Vedic astrology, which is just Eastern astrology. And we have prosperity lies ahead. And when I was channeling your energy, I started talking in a Russian accent. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it begun. And now as we see it's happening again. And I don't know why. I don't know why. But I wrote that down. And here we are. Now, prosperity lies ahead. Growth, love, abundance, joy. It's an abundance of plethora. So I don't know what the fuck. And then after that, I started the count, which is more of a. I don't know what's going on with all the accents, energy happening here for this new moon with the Taurus energy, but I wrote accent Russian, and then I immediately felt the count from Sesame Street, which he has that very Transylvania type accent. So travel can be significant. I'm hearing improv class can be significant, theater, acting, new energy, portraying new thoughts, which is also leading to that prosperity lying ahead. It's that vast expansion because I also wrote love vibes radiating. And yes, it is that bullheaded energy of the Venus energy of the Taurus that is allowing you to recognize that with just a little bit of headstrongness and recognizing what you're worthy of, what you truly desire, how you feel inside of your body and what's happening, it allows you a true sense of self and being, right? So prosperity lies ahead. We're going to dive into that with the book, and then I'm going to pull some more cards, of course. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. It says this card will come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self worth. It suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself first. It comes down to laws of attraction. Value yourself, and others will value you true. You can create abundance. It is associated with Venus, and a card holds new moon energy. And it is currently, again, the new moon right now. And we're seeing this, but whenever you're watching it, it will hold the energy again of the new moon, same as the card does. It says, now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card is also a signal of start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon is sturdy in Taurus as a sign to not give up just yet. I'm hearing it's just around the corner. Just around the riverbed. What is it? The Sound of Music, right? Yeah, wasn't it like around wartime in The Sound of Music? So I'm disrupting a war within itself. We were thinking about the Count being a Dracula, being a vampire, essentially, and I'm seeing that. What was that one show with the vampire? And he gave them like a year to get their shit together, to just apologize for killing his wife, and he wasn't gonna wreak havoc. You know, they didn't apologize. They actually were throwing a festival for killing his wife, and he wreaked havoc, wrecked, brought down havoc, whatever. But war energy is coming up here. I'm gonna write that down as well. What is that book? Love and War? Never read it. Or War and Love, whatever. But it's that kind of the energy in itself. But it's like not giving up yet. It's like you feel like you're fighting a war. You're going through a war. You're going through something, feeling something. And so, again, that 12-month plan, even with the year with Dracula, the incidents of all these things, right? I really want to dive into this accent energy. What does that mean for a prosperity line? Because I feel it so strongly. I don't know why, but it just keeps coming out. The attunement with the moon is get or give a massage. Healthy body, healthy mind. Again, Taurus is associated with the body, self-worth, right? And that again leads to material abundance. So you feel like you're worthy of having something. It will again, the law of attraction is like, I know I'm worthy of this, so that is how I'm going to associate my energy. It's almost like glamour magic when you dress up and you're like, you know what, I feel good even if you're just chilling in the house, relaxing. It's that I look like $1,000,000, I am $1,000,000. So being able to recognize that. I remember I was walking and somebody came to me, asked for money, and she looked at me like, you got money? And I said, I'm going to pay my light bill right now. Okay, and I will give it. So it's that energy of what you exude is sometimes being perceived as that as well. So it's that love vibe is radiating from you, right? Additional meanings for the card is you will soon be able to afford the thing you're dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. Okay? It says you can often feel that it is somehow wrong to focus on your finances, but the truth is that money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. The new moon in Taurus is a time to work your magic to create the money you want so you can create creature comforts you want. Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what you already have, right? So that gratefulness, that understanding. Yeah, I feel like your reading is it feels a little bit all over the place, which makes sense with the focus, the 12-year plan, really diving deep into recognizing what you truly love, what you truly want to do, and being a lot more comfortable and having that sense with your body and being able to recognize that, and allowing that to lie ahead, that bull strongness. Let's get into this accent. That accent is really it's really like sticking out. I mean, thinking in my accent, I'm hearing seeing different types of accents that are hard, and I don't know. It's just this energy. So let's pull into. I don't even have a deck for accent, so we're just gonna go with the vibe and the energy and see what is happening for you guys. We're gonna do this deck. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my goodness. Sometimes my cat, he teaches me meditation. He does meditation differently, but he'll just literally sit there, just stare, just stare. He's doing it right now as I speak. And so that can be significant too. Again, taking those moments to call yourself back into your body, taking those moments to reflect, taking those moments to recognize self, um, to really pull into that energy too. Because sometimes you're vibrating off that love, that energy can sometimes be a little bit too much, it feels like. And so when you're able to take that in and recognize that in a new light and a new sense of like, okay, I'm vibrating. I don't want to be at war with myself. And that's kind of how it's like, I don't want to be at war with myself. And I was even watching like a little clip today because we all know money is fake. Somebody can accidentally write an extra zero in your paycheck, and it's just something that's technological. Money is energy for that reason because it's being transferred and moving through energy. So, like I said, if you've been worried about that, allow that to happen. I remember my mom was teaching me a little bit of how to save as best as she could. And she was like, even if you just save $5, $20 each paycheck, that adds up. It may not feel like much, but it's money that you don't care about. It's essentially, she said, think of savings as money that does not exist. She said it is not, extra money. It is not rainy day money. It is just savings. It is money that is not there. Once you put it in there, forget about it. Allow it to collect that energy of just it being added without being gnawed and mauled over consistently, thoroughly, and overly, and overly, and overly again. Hold on, let me fix this shit because it's done. Okay. So it's that feeling of being like, okay, how is it going to work out? It's just it's a matter of time. My hand, I scratched my hand so hard I got a scratch. Holy shit. All right, money. All right, money coming in. All right, material things coming in, ease coming in. I'm seeing those little shorts and videos of people being like, money don't buy happiness, but shit, let me try. So you could have been feeling that, but it starts with you being really comfortable in your body. As soon as I said that, the awareness card came out, which is the Fool card. The Fool is so comfortable in his body that they are able to step out into the unknown, step into things that they're not sure of. But sometimes when people say stepping into the unknown, they forget that sometimes it's just operating out of that love. You know, when people are like, Spirit laid it on my heart to do it. I knew I loved to do it. I didn't know how it was going to work out. I was scared. I was afraid, but I just knew. That's also stepping into the unknown, following what you love into a path that is sometimes uncertain, that is sometimes challenging, that can feel restricting until you're able to expand it like your lungs and allow true fresh breath in that grounding, in that rooted nature, in that sense, allowing that to really happen. So that awareness card coming in, that full energy coming in, that beginning, that start energy coming in for you. It is a new way of thinking, a new beginning, which is why they want you to create a plan, a 12-year plan, because they know that it is necessary. They know that it is needed and to navigate things. It's like something stuck in my throat. Which is funny because I chose the blue pen and accents and throat and I'm seeing American actors do British accents and vice versa. Yes, something with your throat, something with that. And I believe it actually is in Vedic astrology that the bull, the Taurus, rules the throat. Because in Western astrology, I believe it rules the head, but I could be wrong because there's a lot of different things. My lighter is dying. I need some more butane. That is okay. And it's okay because it got lit. And we're going to clear out this energy. It feels like there's something in my throat that needs and wants to get out. I swear one of these days, Spirit going to have me talking in the accent the entire time that I do one of these readings. So with this awareness coming in, this prosperity lies ahead, which is the new moon for that. It's a recognition. Yeah, you got a lot of major arcana cards. We got 1, 2. Intuition. Trusting in your intuition, allowing yourself to know and believe. Like I said, sometimes when you're going into the path of the unknown, the uncertainty, all these things, it can feel a little daunting, a little scary. But with that prosperity lies ahead, with that movement of that truly happening for you, it's a recognition. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I said the wrong thing. That is not the Fool. That's the Magician. So I was like, hold on. That doesn't make sense because this is the High Priestess. I knew something was not right. This is the Magician. This is High Priestess. I'm so sorry. I don't know why we forgetting that because sometimes I'll be calling awareness the Fool, but I feel like you guys are tapping into that Fool-like energy. I wouldn't be surprised if the card didn't come out. But we got awareness, which is the Magician, and the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is actually Taurus energy as well. So a lot of Taurus energy is coming out. Second house energy is coming out. Venus energy is coming out. Venus is also ruled by love in war. You know, being able to balance those aspects of being able to protect and fight for what you love while also receiving that nurturing comfort of recognition of your own body, your own self, and the meaning of that. So being able to cultivate so much, like I said, work some magic, do some magic, set things up in that sense for you with the Magician. It's time to make a plan and follow your intuition and how you make this plan. Make sure that it works for you. If you need to watch a video for a little bit of help, a little bit of titty bits, go ahead and do that. But make sure that the plan operates in a way that you know that you'll actually be able to follow. You know, and yes, some things may come up and it's like, shit, I gotta do this. But make sure it's something that you feel like you can actually stick to. Don't be like, let me put 200 up, but it's like you know you're gonna be pulling from that 200. You know, even if you start with $1. You know, and the 12-month savings plan doesn't even have to, you know, start in that savings account. It can be literally just be like, okay, I don't need to buy this each and every time. But it's also not limiting your funds because it said pampering yourself, right? So versus you being like, you know what, I really don't feel like cooking. Like you dancing, you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna go out to eat. I'm gonna get dressed up, get real cute. I'm gonna go out to eat. I'm gonna go see that movie that I've been wanting to see. I'm gonna go karting. It's pampering yourself, and especially with the get a massage or give a massage, it's that giving and receiving energy of the Venus, of recognizing that the little bit I give, the more I get back. I mean, the little bit I get back, but the more I give, the more I can give back. We have the Six of Cups coming in here. Memories of love. I'm hearing you could have somebody that had a really thick accent that you knew. Could have been a teacher, I'm hearing, a grandma, somebody in the past, like you could have had an accent. But with the count even coming up, I'm hearing count your coins, baby. Count your coins, baby. The count is coming up. The I just keep fucking hearing it in the back of my head. Channeling is so much fucking fun. Just that It's like, okay, we get it. But that count energy of just really allowing yourself that taking that slow, and even Sesame Street, it's for children, but it's teaching you those life skills for later on for uh, ascension, for growth, for that climax, for that understanding, because we got the Destiny card, which is the Wheel of Fortune card. And that Wheel of Fortune, I feel like is very strong. That is right under the High Priestess. You are recognizing that when I follow my intuition, that is me following my destiny, me following what I deserve, me following what is necessary. With this prosperity lies ahead and them saying, don't give up. It can feel very hard. It's looking a little bleak. And I've been there. And I'm a little bit there right now. Just to be honest and transparent, just a little bit there right now, and wondering like, okay, I got to set this up, and just working things out, you know, and recognizing that. So with the memories of love, it's not so much of looking back on past of what could have been. It's that nostalgia energy, that childlike energy, that pulling and receiving energy. Memories of love allows you to further expand on that love as well, right? So with this accent, it feels like it's changing things for you. The light card, the sun card. Yes, you were going into better times. That is right under the awareness card, the magician card. You were going into better times, better aspects where you're able to not only feel and see the light in yourself, because now you haven't truly given to yourself, getting that extra sleep. I should saying no, taking that time, allowing those things. It is like I said, it's not just about material abundance. So it's not just finances, but it is about your body feeling abundant, feeling healthy, feeling strong, feeling capable, whether you have a disability seen and unseen or not, feeling like you are truly taking care of yourself and you are loving on yourself. That is also prosperity. That is also abundance. Those moments of time you couldn't have a moment of silence and now you do. That is prosperous. Those moments of time where you were questioning down on yourself to the point where you're so confident, people take it like, hold on, holy shit, look at who walked in the room. That is prosperity as well. So when you are following your intuition, your guidance, you are clearing a path for yourself with this bull energy, with this, I'm feeling ox energy, water, but these big, really strong. I don't know what energy, what species they are regulated in, but I'm seeing that. It's just this really, they have such calm energy, which is why they were able to be around indigenous tribes for so long and working with them. They have a very calm energy, but when they get a little mad, kind of like that bull, kind of like that agitation, watch out. Because like I said, it's this calm, protective energy that is still very loving. It's that Venus energy. Come here and try it if you want to. Yeah, so your love is vibrating, it's radiating. It's releasing the war within yourself. It is releasing the constriction, the scarcity mindset, the doubt mindset, the fear mindset, the worry mindset. Work some magic tonight. We got base chakra, led by earth energy. Okay? The base chakra, led by earth energy. We also have solitude coming in here. Okay? It's recognizing that sometimes you got to go with insight. But doesn't mean you actually have to go into it hidden. Since I want to get what the affirmation is for base chakra, it is I have. Woo! I have. I have. And you're recognizing I have abundance. I have opportunities. I have good health. I have friends. It's recognizing what you truly have on the material aspect, the earthly realm, that aspect. I have movement in my body. I have breath in my lungs. I have obstacles being removed, cleared out. Yeah, I gotta stop itching my hand because I literally put a scratch in there. It's crazy. Um, yeah, don't hurt yourself for abundance. Because you say, well, you got an itchy hand, itchy palm. Don't hurt yourself for the abundance. Don't push yourself out of your limit. And I keep hearing the unknown, stepping into the unknown. And it feels a little bit of that way. I'm feeling you guys stepping into abundance, into money and prosperity that you haven't even thought of. Touching, feeling, seeing. I'm hearing, smelling the material abundance that you didn't even think was a possibility. What you are elevating to, vibrating to, I'm hearing levitating to. It's something that is magical, something that is so surreal that you'll be able to touch it. I have that. Like I didn't want to tell the lady, I got you, I got you. But I was like, I ain't got it right now. Changing even the way that you speak. I don't have it at this moment, but I will. I can. I have a savings account. I have to take a break, especially with this Hermit card coming in, with the solitude. It's recognizing where you need to step into self a little bit. Even with her holding a book, start that plan, start that moment. Even if you're setting goals for the 12-month plan, like this is where I want to be here, this is how I want to set things up. Yeah, we got the truth card, the judgment card coming here, the awakening, the rebirth, the change, the bringing back things from the dead right out of the base chakra. It is alleviating so much. It is alleviating so much. It reminds me of the reading I just did where it's like the pressure is coming off, the weight is coming off. This new moon energy, and after that is pushing you forward, is launching you forward, is springing you forward, putting a little pep in your step. A little picture, you. A lot of accent changing energy, shifting energy. When you ever met a Taurus, I know they can be very dramatic in the best way, though. Right? It allows them, it's like their entire body is like brought to an animation of life. And it's so surreal to see in action. Okay? It is allowing that power, that magnification of their own energy to be in alignment with their own energy. And then that brings in other things that are attracted to that alignment of their own energy, of their own strength, of their own courage. And pushing that into something more, trusting in your intuition with the high priestess, knowing that you have the knowledge, the understanding. And if you don't, that you can always seek it out. She's scrying right now. She's seeking out answers. She's closing her eyes and seeking out answers. Shit. This person got their eyes down looking at their book. They're seeking out answers. So again, and you need to seek out an accountant. And you need to seek out, even just watching videos of how certain things, taking a course, taking a class. I'm hearing even Reiki healing, because sometimes you can be like, well, I got the abundance, but I don't know how to save. I just spin and spin because I know I'll make it back. But then I'm always worried, got the little tension worried. Like, sometimes you may need a therapist. And recognizing you can enjoy your abundance in a way that is healthy and not detrimental. For me, I buy a lot of things in bulk because I don't know how long my money will last. And I'm working on the feeling like I don't have it because I grew up not having a lot of things. Going without so many things. Having to live with aunts and random people at certain times because I couldn't stay in my mom's place because I couldn't. Like none of my siblings could because there was no home to stay at. Not having a place to live. things of that sort of be like, I don't know when the next time something's the plug rug's gonna be pulled from under me. And so it's even rewiring things like that. Like, I don't need all that. I don't even know if I want all that. If I'm gonna use all that. The only thing I really starting to buy in bulk is water, because maybe. But it's moving out of even just those things that allows you to recognize prosperity lies ahead. Like I said, it starts, like they said, and I'm saying, and I always say, it starts in the body, in your nervous system, in your energy, and how it's working and how it feels. I hear it too, boo boo. And how it pushes you and electrifies you into a sense of recognizing that, okay, there's always a movement ahead. There's always a movement ahead. I have more than enough money to save, spend, and give. I have PTO I'm here, so I can take some time off. I don't need a vacation to take a break. I have people that love and care about me with the sun card, communities, social settings of energy that are vibrating very high. You are moving into a realm and a place of being that is very positive. Not saying that you weren't now, but it's like it's radiating even more positive. You're tapping into it with the memories of love. It keeps pulling into those actions. So you really, in your past life, ancestors, people that you know, this past energy of like these different languages. I'm thinking about the Tower of Babel, Rosetta Stone, different languages, the variations and variety of them. Even in one village, it can be people speaking different dialects in one village. The prosperity of even your tongue. So start speaking up more, speaking about what you have. It has to start from in here. It has to start from here. I talk about it every now and again how literally people that are rich, they have literal therapists because they're afraid that they're going to lose all their money, that they won't be able to keep it, that and how they got there. So make that plan. And if you start, I don't know, if you feel like you can't do a 12-month plan, and so start with a 3-month plan. Start with a 6-month plan. Listen. But I'm hearing stop putting it off. Stop putting it off. I'll start doing it then. I'll start setting up the, it's because it's like your body then takes the brunt of what you have put off. So recognize that you're becoming more aware. You are trusting more in your intuition. You are leading yourself by your light. And you're recognizing that. There are so many ways that people have just been blessed. We all seen the videos of people just walking up to people. Here you go. I seen this or setting this up. Let me go ahead and do this. I'll pay for your groceries. Prosperity is not limited to just a paycheck. It's not. People even go into like, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm hearing, what is that? When you go into the schools and you do studies and they pay you for that, even just doing that. And lending your body to science. Maybe that's what you're doing, but that's what I'm hearing. But it's allowing you recognizing that there is a lot more vast ways. But even with the saying, buying the thing that you've been wanting to buy, pampering yourself, taking care of yourself, your body. A healthy body is a healthy mind. Being prosperous in having food to eat, being prosperous in having clean air, clean water, clean clothes, companionship, a roof over your head, electricity. All those things are also prosperity. Being able to move, think, feel, breathe, be conscious. You are not limited. You're only limited when you feel and you tell yourself, I'm limited. Right? Thinking about that man, it was a few people that were actually stuck inside of the iron lung, but that man that was stuck in the iron lung, he recently died, like probably within like the last 5 years or so. And, he got struck with polio, and he was like, I'm not going to let you learn how to put a pencil in between his mouth and draw. He wound up going to law school. Even after they denied him, he kept like, no, I want to be a lawyer. And he was able to have clients. He was in his lung talking to clients. And that inspired them. He was not limited. recognize I have it inside of me. And that brought not only prosperity, for him to be able to take care of himself, using the arm long, healthcare, but to have friends and family and clients and, being able to do so much. He was not limited. You are not limited. I want to keep saying you are not limited. It's so much prosperity. Your love is radiating. Take a look. Take a look around. Take a walk downtown. Take a look. If anybody knows Mind Scenes, that's where it came from. But it's just very recognizing new moon, prosperity lies ahead energy. And with this give and get a massage is really taking that in. Your body needs some release. That's why the solitude, the hermit card came in there. Because you have been so confined in a space of like really just going into self, which is good, but now allow that to be expressed. Okay? So let's go ahead and get some final messages for you in regards to the prosperity lying ahead for you, the abundance, the finances, the growth. Because that's also prosperity. You ever met somebody, oh my God. You ever met or seen somebody and you just like, you twice my age and you acting that way? You got no knowledge, no understanding, no growth, no nothing? Damn. Prosperity of knowledge is a thing too. Prosperity lies ahead. Pray with your hands open, not closed. Okay? Pray with your hands open, not closed. We got Page of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. The sorrow, the heartbreak, the worry, the stress, the strife of not being able to have. And Libra energy, Venus energy is coming up strong in this reading. Page of Wands energy, creativity, ingenuity, expansive thought, expansive mindset, actions in that mindset, in that thinking. The Queen of Swords is about your mental, how you feel about certain things, and not allowing you to, you won't put a wool over my eyes, not when you're my chinny chin chin, is that energy of recognizing, okay, I need to flip this. I need to recognize that there is balance. I need balance in my mind and my soul. Let me start with taking care of my body. Because you ever look around like, damn, I need to clean. I need to, I have so much. It starts with these things. Like I said, it feels like you're reading. If you're catching up, it feels like it's a little bit all over the place. And I feel like that's kind of your energy. It's a little bit all over the place. It's a little bit scattered. And I'm really trying to stay on point, get to point, but it's like, here goes the point, here goes. And it's like, I feel like that's your energy as well. And you can't get a clear thought, can't get a clear focus in a clear mindset. And it's causing just a bit of a tinge of craziness with the channels coming in to me. But we're going through it. We're going through it. Yeah. But your creative thinking is really just really out there. But I honestly feel like that is a sign. With my mind being all over the place, I feel like your mind hasn't been able to do that in some time and has really been focused on just one thing to a point of making a mountain out of a molehill. So with my brain being everywhere, it feels like the veil is being lifted. It's like you're seeing everything for the first time, recognizing so much and taking it all in, take it in slowly. You're creating something that is going to be abundant, creating something that is going to be prosperous. And it doesn't have to be business. It literally can just be you changing your routine, creating that savings account, creating that plan. It can be you creating that appointment to go get your nails done. Venus energy is that feminine receiving, I'm taking it in energy, abundant expansion. You can see me in the morning and you possibly can see me at night. Like Queen Charlotte. My Venus! Where is my Venus? I love that show. So good. I could make it up and it wouldn't be as fun. We got the Judgment card coming in again. Again, like I said, you guys are going through a reawakening, a rebirth. Like you have been, it's feeling like you've been a little bit dead in your body. What do they? In my body, in my body. Psilocybin. They got them so much in the echo. But it feels like that. Like you took in my last read, I said that to you. You took some shrooms, or your mind is elevated. It feels like it's everywhere. It feels like it's everywhere. But the thoughts are kind of bringing back to the same. That I can have that expansion. I can have that growth. I can have that change. We got the Lover's card, Gemini energy coming in here. Companionship, duality, reciprocation, support, decisions, communication, choices, clarity. This card is coming out. Yeah, you're changing your fortune. You're changing the way that you feel emotionally inside of self, mentally without self, mentally with self, the Ten of Cups. It tried to come out in reverse, but it's like you are really shifting things. Your prosperity lies ahead. Do not give up. And it can feel very hard. It can feel very hard from somebody that grew up that way, okay, and still kind of, getting out of the mindset, working things out, walking by faith, not by sight, and treating my body like, okay, yeah, you can stress, but where's you taking care of yourself? Temperance energy, the Sag energy. Mixing so much, taking so much, combining more than just one thing. Allowing yourself to be that attractive magnet. Right? You're gonna take that in. You're on a path of abundance of, I'm hearing retribution. Ooh. Yeah, you guys have been, it's been mentally getting you. Seven of Swords is about making a plan, making a wise plan, because even as we see, it's a Harley Quinn, which is a Joker. Like I said, Taurus energy is very dramatic, very out there. They are one of the younger signs. So very childish, very happy, very boisterous, very playful, very comfortable in their body and their skin, and what they're doing and how they're feeling. Like I said, Venus is seen in the day and at night. You're going to see me. You're going to feel me. You're going to hear me. You're going to receive me. Because I know what I have. I know what I'm worth. Right? So the Seven of Swords, again, make that plan. So that way you're not leading in a way that feels like you can't get a moment's rest. You can't breathe. Like I said, it's been feeling like it's been mentally weighing on you. Mentally keeping you up. Mentally feeling like you're stifled. But you have a choice and a decision that is leading you into clarity, into abundance, into growth, into change. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what song that is. I'm hearing a lot of music too that can be significant. Yeah, you're releasing the war on your mind. You are releasing the war on your mind. And War and Love, I believe, is a book, so you can be reading more. Again, diving into deeper knowledge, expanding, recognizing I have so much at my fingertips. I have so much knowledge and change at my fingertips. We got King of Wands coming in here, Leo energy, right under Sag energy. So a lot of fire coming in here for you. About being more authoritative in how you care about yourself, being more stern about how you care about yourself, and placing that into a place with temperance, which is that balance, that calming energy, that cooling energy. So it's masculine energy. Walking in with audacity, like we know a lot of men do and can do. Okay? But I'm seeing that book, Being Nice Doesn't Get You the Corner Office. It's that energy, like recognizing what you truly deserve and having to speak up. You guys are really going to have to start speaking up. Yeah. Being more vocal in the right way, in the best way, in a way that's meaningful. Yeah. Nine of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. You're getting out of whatever you feel like you're trapped in. Because you're right at the end. That's why it lies ahead. They're sitting at the end. So, like I said, that solitary moment, that going into self moment is really benefiting you to recognize. Take care of your body. Take care of yourself. Abundance is coming in. Prosperity, growth, whether that's material, physical, financial, or actual people. But it's lying ahead. Go towards it like a bull. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.